Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The CD Collector. My name is Brandon. If you're new here, I am an avid collector of music CDs, having over 5,300 plus in my personal collection. If it's something you're interested in checking out as I go through them, please consider subscribing to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today is a haul video for you. This is not CDs from the mail. I know you're probably tired of seeing those, and you're still going to see them for quite a while, unfortunately. Until I get things organized, because I still keep buying stuff. But I went to Half Price Books. They had a sale. And I spent a decent amount of money. Not a ton. Most of the stuff I got was on clearance. A lot of stuff's going to actually replace some stuff in my personal collection as far as condition-wise. And then I'll put that copy, clean it up again a little bit more maybe, and then put it up for sale in my store. Media Picker, if you're not familiar with. I'm also a part-time eBay and Mercari reseller. Links are below to the YouTube channel and also to my store. I spent, what did I spend here? $25.13, and that is for a total of 12 CDs. So a little over $2 a piece on average. Not bad. They had 20% off. Most of these were clearance, so most of these were like $1.76 a piece, give or take. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll tell you as I go through them which ones are replacing copies of my collection and which ones are being newly added to the collection. So first up, we've got a remastered version of Ted Nugent's Greatest Hits, Great Gonzo's, the best of Ted Nugent. This is a 1999 reissue remaster. It is. The other one I had that was a little scratched up. This one's actually a mint copy. Disc is spotless. So I'll be replacing that copy with this one in my collection. And then this version of this will go into my store. This one is being a new addition to the collection. This is C+C Music Factory Super Hits 10 tracks. I'll be going to my dance part of my collection. Again, less than $2 for this. So nice addition for a good solid price. And everything I bought is, I believe, pretty much spotless. There might be a mark or two on them at the most, but nothing needs to be cleaned. Everything's pretty much spotless. It can just be added to my database and put into my collection. A couple common CDs. One's a new edition. The other one is a replacement. We'll start with the new edition. Got some small dents in the front cover artwork. Adam Sandler, we're all going to laugh at you. It's a BMG edition. I don't even have this at all, so I figured go ahead and add it for less than $2 a piece. It's fine. I'm trying to grow my comedy stuff. I've actually got a decent selection of comedy, probably 50 or 60 CDs at this point, which you'll see them down the line at some point when I go back to showing off parts of my collection. Again, disc is spotless, though, so glad to have that. And then this one is probably his most popular comedy CD, is going to replace the copy I currently have. This is What the Hell Happened to Me. This is a great CD. If you don't have this, this is one you must have in your collection. It's hilarious. But I believe this one is spotless also. Mine was, this one actually might have been marked in my collection to be replaced because it was so bad. Less than $2, I get it basically a like new copy. So not complaining. Yes, I'm adding Donny Osmond to my collection. It's a little bit of everything. This was a 1989 CD release, self-titled, Donny Osmond. There's one song I really like of his. It's on this. It is Sacred Emotions. Ultra Love's a good song also. But this is also near mint. There's a little discoloration on the booklet, so I'd probably list it very good if I were to sell it. But I'm not. It's in my collection. Just has a scratch on it, so it'll be listed as very good condition probably in my personal collection. Here's another one that is going to be replacing the other copy, because that other copy is pretty trash, and that would be Black Crowes Greatest Hits 1990 to 1999. Again, if you don't have this in your collection, it's great Southern rock. Get it. It is a must-have if you listen to that kind of music. This copy, I believe, is pretty much near mint. So again, for less than $2, yeah, glad to have it in the collection. Now here's what I thought I have. I think I still might have it. However, it was not in my database. I looked and I couldn't find it. So I'm like, well, less than $2, I'll pick it up. It's lead singer of Creed, Scott Stapp solo, The Great Divide. So the 2005 release, God, it's 20 years ago at this point. It's crazy. I've seen this many times. I swear I have this. I may or may not. And if I do, then the other one will go up for sale, or the worst, whichever the worst copy is. And if I don't, then it's going in my collection. Again, less than $2. So not really out a lot of money. Another one replacing the original copy. Solid hard rock band, great album. Buckcherry. Their biggest hit was Lit Up. This one's got a pretty sizable tab dent. So I might switch booklets if the booklet is in better shape. It has 2 tab dents on it. So the booklets, the artwork's not in the greatest shape. The booklet is kind of a little beat up. So I'll have to see which copy is better. This disc, however, just has a couple marks on it, which is in better shape than the one I had previously. I debated about these, but for less than $2 for remasters, it's kind of a no-brainer. So I don't have a whole lot of Billy Joel. I think the only thing I have in this collection is probably either the Essential or Greatest Hits 1 and 2 and 3. That's it. Okay. I don't need everything, but if I can find these cheap enough and get the remasters in there, I will. I picked up 2 for less than $2 a piece. We've got Billy Joel Songs in the Attic. This is a 1998 reissue. It's got light scratches on it, so it's not in the greatest shape. But again, for less than $2, I figured why not add to the collection. I'll try and get the other ones as I come across them cheap. I'm not going to go searching for them and pay $10 a pop. And then we've also got Stormfront, again, 1998 reissue. 10 tracks. Those probably the most notable one. This one is We Didn't Start a Fire. And I believe this one's in better shape than the other one. I don't think I looked at them, honestly. A couple scratches, nothing major. So glad to have those in the collection. Here is another one that's going to be replacing a copy in my collection. So you'll probably see this up in the store. This is a like new copy, too. This is Tony, 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 The Revival. Their biggest hit on here is on here. It Feels Good. I think some R&B, I don't know how you say it, urban music. New Jack Swing possibly might be categorized as that also. But glad to have it in the collection. This is a mint copy, again, for less than $2. And then one, I don't have a lot of this artist. I'm probably not going to, honestly. I might get the special edition of Thriller and maybe the 25th anniversary of Bad, but the rest of them I don't necessarily need. I have room for them anyway. So I saw this for 20% off the $6.49 price, so $1.30 off that. So $5.20, basically like $5.70 is what I paid out of pocket with taxes and everything for this. I couldn't pass it up. This is the Essential Michael Jackson. It's 2 discs. If you don't have to have all his stuff, it's probably the thing you need to get, honestly. It's got just about every hit on there you can think of. So slight dent in the booklet. I think the discs are spotless. She kind of showed me. She's like, "You want to look at the discs?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" The discs are completely clean. So for less than $6, I have a nice copy of this in the collection. I will take. So that's all I got for half price books. Again, I spent $25.13 out the door. And one is, can't count, 12 CDs. So not too bad there. And there's the spines there. If you got anything else, consider subscribing to the channel. Questions, comments, anything, throw in the chat. Click the like button when Josh does have the video out, and then click the bell for future notifications of other videos just like this. And thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.